Hi, I'm Mark Mead. I don't know how I'm going to follow Donna and the heart transplant. How am I supposed to even have your attention? But I want to tell you that I'm one of the lucky people. I was lucky enough to get a heart transplant June of 2008. I had been sick since I was 43, and that was in 1987. Donna not only had a prop, my prop doesn't want to come up and talk with me. We usually do it as a team. That's Terry. She's my caregiver. She's my wife of 50 years, and she's gone through the... We've actually gone through those wedding vows, you know, for better or worse, in sickness and health, and she's still with me. Maybe I shouldn't remind her. Anyway, the transplant saved my life. I was 6 hours away from an LVAD. I had been sick, as I say, since 1987, my first heart attack. I did okay for about 20 years on diet and exercise, and then the next thing you know is Terry and I are out in California on a business convention, and I wind up having a major heart attack. And they take me into a hospital near San Francisco, and I get very lucky. They do a triple bypass. Terry and I are out there for over 6 weeks until I'm able to travel home, but somehow my life was saved. The surgeon in those days would see me in the hall and say, "You're the best looking dead man I ever saw walking." So I got very lucky. I come back, you know, I had a bypass and the arteries were great, but the heart was damaged really badly. And it was very, very trying the next few months. Hospitals every other week. It went on and on and on. Until finally my New Jersey doctor, my cardiologist who'd been taking care of me, said, "You're gonna have to see a transplant specialist." A what? He said, "I can't do anything else for you," and recommended a particular doctor, and we went to that doctor. And he said to me, "You're not ready to be put on the list because you're not sick enough." So for a year, we traveled back and forth to that doctor's hospital until one day I became sick enough. I then spent 4 months in the hospital, in a bed, unable to get up. I was weak. I was down to 140 something pounds. I don't know how my family survived, and a bunch of them are here now. And happy, I guess they're happy that I'm here because they came to see me. I'm trying to make a long story very short because you can't put it all into words. Again, I got very lucky. I was 6 hours away from having an LVAD after 4 months of lying in bed, hooked up to machines. 6 hours from having that LVAD, they did finally find a heart. And who's not going to say, "Yes, I'm ready, I'm ready"? It's very easy, as we tell people, to be a recipient. Donor families, they're heroes. They're everybody's hero that's gone through this. I know there are other recipients here, and I'm not talking just for me, I'm talking about all recipients. We understand what it's about. We don't know our own donor, our donor family. We do adopt other donors. My adopted son is right over here. My adopted donor dad is Dan. He adopted me because he doesn't know his recipient, pardon me. So we'd have that together. Terry likes to say that's my wife, my caregiver for 50 years. Long time to hold a grudge. Terry likes to say, we have the cure, we just don't have the donors. And isn't that the truth? Terry also likes to remind people when we do talk about this, and we talk about it because we've been trained by New Jersey Sharing Network to share our story. She likes to tell people, if you needed one, would you say yes? So how can you not say yes to, I will be a donor? A lot of reasons, but New Jersey Sharing has trained us. We're able to speak. We speak at high schools. We speak at nursing homes. We speak for nurses who in New Jersey have to take an hour of transplant in order to qualify to continue being a nurse. We speak in as many places as we can speak. We're so thankful we can't even begin to tell you. And then the icing on the cake, which again my better half says, the icing on the cake. New Jersey Sharing has chosen us to go to the Rose Bowl, the Rose Parade. We're going to be in Pasadena. I'm going to be on that camel. I asked if I could sit by the head, but they keep telling me probably not. So what can I tell you? My story is so long and so great and so wonderful that I'm here to share with my grandchildren, my daughter, my son-in-law, my family, my friends. I'm still here. And there is no better ending to that. Really isn't. I say to the donor family, and we are traveling with a donor family, thank you for all recipients. I can't imagine what you all have gone through. I can't. We applaud you. Thank you, New Jersey Sharing Network, for teaching us, for training us, for sending us on so many volunteer opportunities to speak. It makes us, and that's Terry and I, we are a team, it makes us feel good to be able to do that. I cannot believe how big the transplant world is. Once you meet one, then meet another, and it goes on and on. I don't have any of the funny stories that I'm going to be allowed to tell because some of them have dirty words in them from working with nurses, so Terry says you got to cut that out. But having met so many donor families, when we go to the 5K that New Jersey Sharing has a walk, they have 3 now coming up. We go to the donor section, donor family section, we adopt all donor families. You're just remarkable. Thank you, everybody. If you want to know more, I'd be glad to spend the next 6 or 7 hours with you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mead. So as you can see,